Hello guys, welcome back to the sakuchan aquarium YouTube channel. In this video we are going to discuss about the goldfish care. So people just mess up with keeping goldfish. They just put these huge chunker growing little tiny guys into bowls. Like they get these little goldfish, and when they put them in bowls, after some days they just die, or if they survive they become chunkers, and then the devastating part comes. Okay, so I'll just explain you all that stuff you need to keep the goldfish. So let's start the video. So in this video we are going to go with the tank requirements, and then in the second part of this video we are going to go about how to care the goldfish, as we need to first set up the tank and then we are going to get our goldfish. So the first point is tank volume, as tank volume is very important part of keeping goldfish. When you are keeping a pair of goldfish, you need to have a bare minimum of 40 liters, as each goldfish needs 20 liters, and in this much capacity you can grow them up to a 5-inch size. So we here have a 80-liter tank for 4 of our goldfish, and after you get the tank, the second most important part is the filtration. You also need the filtration to be there. So for 4 goldfish and an 80-liter tank, you definitely do need best filtration like canister HOB or canister filter, some filter, or top filter, but I don't recommend top filters as they have a lot of pressure which may affect your goldfish's health. So if we go with the filtration system, we have 3 types of filtration: chemical filtration, biological filtration, and mechanical filtration. In chemical filtration, we need a bacteria which is going to change the ammonia into nitrates. And in the biological filtration, we need something which may absorb that nitrates and erase it, as we need 0 nitrates. And in the third, mechanical filtration, we need something which can clear the water. If you put mud in the water, it should be cleared. So the main point of the filter should be that minimum it should cycle the water of the tank, okay, like 80 liters. The whole 80 liters in 1 hour should be cycled 4 times. So you should check the capacity of the filter, how many times it cycles the water, and then get it. The minimum capacity of the filter should be 40 liters for an 80-liter tank, so that all the fish's waste can be cycled in the filter. So now we can go with the tank size. If we get 80-liter tank, we should know what should be the dimensions of it. We cannot get a tank which has a height of 2 feet and a breadth of 1 feet and length of 1 feet. We should get a tank suitable for the fish. So there are many kinds of goldfish. There are ranchos, there are rickens, there are oranges. So for oranges, you should have a good long tank because they grow more long. In the case of rickens, they grow more fat, they grow more in height. So we should have best is cube tanks, or you may have a tank which has slightly more height than length and breadth, but best is to have all equal cube. So now we can move to another very important part. What is the requirements for all these systems? So the first major requirement is a chlorine remover or anti-chlorine, because if you have chlorine in the water, the bacteria we need to make the ammonia into nitrates would develop. And again, the second part is bacteria. If you want to jumpstart the aquarium, you should get a bacteria in liquid or solid form. Or if you want to go with a cheaper tank, you may just leave it for there for about a month and the bacteria will form there automatically. And then the third most important part is medicine. You should have the medicines just in case you have a sick fish, or in case you have got a sick fish. So the major medicines that we may always use is methylene blue and anti-fungi, because fungus and the white spots and many other fungal diseases are cured by fungus medicine and methylene blue. So these two are also very essential part for the aquarium. So now let's move on to the maintenance part. For the maintenance part, we need two things: algae scraper and a siphon pipe. So the algae scraper is needed to remove the algae, as algae may form onto the front panel, which is going to block your visibility. So we need to remove that so that we can have a clear view of our fishes. And second is a siphon or a python pipe. You may get a siphon or a python pipe, whatever you wish, because these two things you can get either of these. These two things are gonna help you do a water change. So they are gonna just suck the water out of your tank, and you should do around a max of a 60 to 70% water change and a minimum of 50% water change weekly, not monthly. And do not take 100% water out. That's gonna kill the beneficial bacteria you need for the long term. And at last, you just need a very round goldfish. It should be healthy, chunky, and cute. So now let's move on to the final part: how to select a healthy goldfish. So in the case of a healthy goldfish, it should not have any kind of ulcers or damaged parts. It should have healthy fins, no cuts, nothing, and especially it should be active, not lethargic, sitting on the bottom of the tank or in the corner. That means it is either stressed or being bullied. So get a healthy one, and majorly you should look to the gills. It will show you that it is healthy. So the gills part is about like, it should not be red in color. If the whole goldfish is red, it's okay, but the gills should not be in deep red or brown color. That will that tells that the goldfish is in a water with high ammonia, which is gonna kill it soon. So if you wanna rescue it, you may rescue it, but I won't recommend to. Plus, there should not be any kind of parasites like anchor worms, ick, or anything like that. So majorly it should be happy and active, and that's it. So we will meet in another video, or in the second part of this video, which is about goldfish care. So to watch that video, please subscribe to our channel and stay tuned.